Hey guys, it's Godzilla1463 here. Wanted to kind of do a little impromptu commentary and discussion, and I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on it as well in the comments below. Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you about the current state of the AK-74 on the US market. I'm not going to lie guys, it's something that's really hit me hard over the past couple years. It's difficult to see one of my favorite rifles being degraded in front of our eyes, and it's not really so much being degraded by political stuff. It's not being degraded by, people saying, oh, you can't have these guns. It's being degraded by the firearms community, and it's being degraded by the AK community as well. The main reason I'm saying this is because people are treating the AK-74 and the 5.45x39, they're treating it, and I hate to use this term, but it's a truthful word in this sense, they're treating the AK-74 like a hipster rifle. There, I said it, okay? That's how people are treating it. It's really, really stupid. Why are people acting this way? I'll give you a bit of background. Remember that 7N6 5.45 surplus ban that came into effect, last year? That's the main reason. Because one type of ammo was banned. People think that you can't find ammo for the gun anymore. People think you can't buy mags for the gun anymore. It's retarded and stupid that people are thinking this way. Okay? There are mountains of different kinds of 5.45 ammo you can get. That's going to be around the same quality, if not better quality, than 7N6, okay? Let's take a look at a Wolf Poly Performance ammunition. 60 grain, 5.45, full metal jacket. It's marketed to go at 2,950 feet per second. 60 grain bullet. That's the exact same speed that 7N6 will usually average out when being fired out of an AK-74 with a 16-inch barrel. The muzzle velocity is the same. You get a heavier bullet weight with the Wolf bullet. And not only that, you're getting ammunition that's also non-corrosive. Alright, it boggles my mind, and there's several different other types of ammo manufacturers for the 5.45 as well. You got Silver Bear. You got Tula, which I really like. You got Red Army Standard. You got Hornady. There's a lot of different types of 5.45 ammo that you can get. And it boggles my mind, man, to see the AK community just basically, disowning a rifle. They basically removed the AK-74 from their go-to-war rifle list, if I can use that term. In their minds, it's like the AK-74 doesn't even exist anymore. Like there's no reason to even bother to have one. It's foolishness. It's foolishness to think that way. And I've really been noticing that lately because I've been getting back into the AK-74 game. And as you guys know, I just did the video about the AK-74. I just did a pretty short commentary / history of the rifle. And it's really been on my mind lately. I'm really disappointed is the better term. People always complain and they say, well, why isn't the gun community making more AK-74s? Or why isn't an American company, making brass-cased 5.45? Well, the reason they're not doing a whole lot of that, even though there is a lot of AK-74s in the market, people are acting this way because, people are acting like the AK-74 doesn't even exist anymore. It's really stupid. When there's mountains, if not in so many, there's mountains of reasons why you should choose an AK-74 as a go-to rifle. I'll just name a few. It's more accurate than 7.62x39 guns. It's more controllable than 7.62x39 guns. And you can shoot out to way further distances than 7.62 could ever dream of. I'm talking 7.62x39. Okay, I like 7.62 AKs, don't get me wrong. But I'm not an idiot when I say that, listen, the 5.45 dominates it in several categories. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, I'm really, really bummed out that the AK community is seriously thinking this way. I really am. I mean, if you talk to anyone and say, hey man, you know, especially if you go to like akfiles.com, like any of the major gun forums or gun pages that are AK specific pages, and you say, hey, yeah, you know, I saw this cool, I don't know, let's throw out a popular one, the M74 Sporter. Okay, I had one myself, so I know it's a good rifle. You know, it's like, yeah, man, I want to buy this M74, you know, it looks like a really cool gun. You'll see people ragging on you saying, oh man, you can't find ammo for that gun, you can't buy mags for it, you know, 7.62 is way better, and the only reason these guys say 7.62 is better, and listen guys, I've done a whole video series on 5.45 versus 7.62, okay? The only reason that these guys are saying 7.62 dominates is because they have no experience with the 5.45. A good 75 to 80% of every AK guy that I know personally, they started out shooting 7.62 guns, but the very minute I handed them that 5.45, it was all done, man. They fell in love with the gun, they fell in love with the caliber. Okay, so I mean, it's a real stupid thing that people are doing, especially the AK community, man. It's really irritating. You know, I don't get it, man. I mean, there's so many options for ammo. It's like the AK community whines and cries when one type of ammo is banned. One type of ammo that was corrosive and could eat your rifle alive, like eat it out with rust if you didn't clean it when you got back home from the range. Just being real with you guys, okay? And yet, just because there's that one type of ammo, we saw the same thing happen, guys, back in the early 90s. When Steel Core Surplus 7.62 39 ammo was banned, the AK community, which was way smaller back then, but man, they flipped out. They said, oh, we're never going to be able to find ammo. But then, fast forward to 10 years later, when the majority of us AK guys are predominantly shooting steel-cased, commercial, Russian-made 7.62 by 39, brand new commercial made, that's so hypocritical. We as the AK community are perfectly fine going out and shooting and stocking up on steel-cased 7.62 by 39 brand new commercial ammo. But when someone says, hey, you know, I'm going to go out and buy an AK-74 and I'm going to get all this commercial ammo, you know, which is the same brand as their 7.62 ammo, this, you know, they're usually going to jump down your throat and say, oh, no, man, that ammo's crap in comparison to 7.6. There's no reason for you to buy that ammo. It's crap. It's completely hypocritical. It blows my mind. I mean, it really does, guys. I mean, if we want to keep the AK-74 around, and if we want to keep ammo being imported, because, guys, companies, if you want the rifle to die, keep up the attitude that you have. Because it's all about supply and demand. If people know that, you know, we don't want a 5.45 gun, companies aren't going to make the effort to either import them or manufacture 5.45 guns anymore. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. If there ever came a day when the AK-74 was no longer on the U.S. market because nobody wanted to buy one, that'd be a tragic day for not just AK guys, but the entire firearm community. Because that's a great rifle with a lot of great strengths and characteristics to it, and yet, with the attitude we have about it right now, that could spell the end for a great weapon system, all because we have a freaking hypocritical and messed up viewpoint on ammunition and on the rifle as a whole. Rant complete.